Behind every strong nurse is a story people never see. The exhaustion, the sacrifice, the silent tears, the resilience. But this Nurses Week, we are not just celebrating nurses for surviving, we are celebrating nurses who are learning to take charge of their health, take charge of their peace, take charge of the purpose, and take charge of their future. To every nurses from any part of the world watching this episode, thank you. Thank you for all you do. Happy Nurses Week. Happy Nurses Week. According to research, approximately 33,800 Nigerian nurses are practicing in the United States. I had the opportunity to speak to some amazing nurses. Watch now on this episode of Take Charge with Dr. Chichi.
Welcome to Take Charge with Dr. Chichi, where nurses take control, break barriers, and build a future of financial freedom and career success. Whether you're burned out, ready to level up, or looking for the blueprint to thrive, you're in the right place. It's time to lead, grow, and win because your future starts now. Here's your host, Dr. Chichi.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Take Charge with Dr. Chichi, the platform where we empower professionals to rise from burnout to breakthrough. Today, in this episode, which is a very, very special episode because we are celebrating Nurses Week. We're celebrating Nurses Week and honoring the incredible nurses who continue to show up, to serve, to heal, and lead despite the challenges they face every day. So I had the opportunity of attending an event hosted by Nigerian Nurses Association of Georgia. They were celebrating their Nurses Week and they're celebrating their nurses. And I had the opportunity of speaking to some amazing nurses. I spoke to Hilda Adeyemi, Adefunke Fabayo, Ekunwe, and Uwaifo. They shared honest reflections about burnout, resilience, balance, and how they learn to take charge of their lives. Happy Nurses Week to all of the nurses all over the world. Happy Nurses Week. I celebrate you all. Happy Nurses Week to immigrant nurses practicing in the United States and all over the world. I say United States because that's where I live. And sometimes the services of these nurses are underappreciated, and I want to appreciate them specially. I appreciate you all. And I was going through some articles, and it showed that the top countries of birth for immigrant nurses in the United States are Philippines. Philippines had 171,200, and Indian had 42,200. Nigeria had 33,800, Mexico 31,800. And then there's other countries too, but these were the top birthplace for the nurses serving in the United States. So I celebrate all of you, and I celebrate all the nurses in the United States too, but especially the immigrants that left their countries and they're here serving and doing their best to give back to their community. At this point, I just want to say that nurses work hard. We work hard because of the responsibilities they have. They work in understaffed environment, in jobs where they are not appreciated, even when they are great at what they do. They deal with all sorts of stress at work, but yet have to put a happy face for the patients. Sometimes people think burnout only affects weak people, but that's not the case. Burnout does not just affect weak people. The truth is that burnout often affects the strongest people. Yeah, it affects the strongest people, the caregivers, the leaders, and dependable ones. So let's hear directly from the amazing nurses as they share their real experience and how they continue to rise above burnout. Listen.
Hello, how are you?
How are you?
you?
All right. What's your name?
Hilda Adeyemi.
Hilda Adeyemi. It looks like you're out here having fun. What are you out here for?
Celebrating us, celebrating nurses. This is Nurses Week, and Nigerian nurses have dedicated tonight to celebrate all the nurses. So it's been exciting.
That's good. That's good. So you're a nurse then?
I am a nurse.
Awesome. Awesome. How long have you been a nurse?
The second career, I'm going on 20 something years.
Wow. Wow. That's a long time.
That's still baby nurse compared to others.
So there's a question I always ask everyone. Have you ever experienced burnout?
Of course.
Of course. I like that calm.
Yeah,
Of course.
of course. That's
So what's burnout for
it
you?
comes with the job. It comes with sometimes it's the work gets you. You're always most of the time you're understaffed. You're
Hmm.
working understaffed. Something hospital. I work at the hospital, and something the hospitals are good at is always changes. Um, you go from one initiative to another initiative. You're already working on the staff. So anyway, all that just a lot um,
Yeah.
compiled together that comes with the job. You love what you do, but still, we all know it's a stressful work.
Wow. Wow. So how do you take charge then?
How do I take charge? Well, I take charge by sometimes just calling out for mental break.
I don't blame you. Self
To
care.
have mental break,
Yeah.
call out, um, take vacation,
That's right.
do staycation. Um, sometimes just wake up early to just be reflective and meditate before I even start the day.
Yeah. We need
And
that balance,
also
right?
just, owning the day before I even go there, before I even get to work. So those are things I use to kind of pre take over the burnout before it burns me out.
That's right.
Um,
That's right.
but yeah, it's a profession that we all love, but it's also a profession that it burns us out easily if we're not careful.
So, what advice will you give to a younger nurse?
A younger nurse is to if nursing is your calling, stick it out. It gets I think for me, the little things that has made nursing rewarding has been the impact the patients. Sometimes you think you're in your business of taking care of them, and they reach out to you and say thank you for all that you
That
do.
makes you feel good, man.
It makes me feel like, okay, I
That's
can do
good.
this
That's
again
good.
next
Yeah.
day. I can do this next day. Or that smile, or even you walk in and they know your name already. You're like, oh, okay, you remember my name?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, you took care of me yesterday. So that comes with time for younger nurses. It comes with skills. It comes with compassion also. You have to be compassionate to do what we do.
Okay.
Otherwise, yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you.
I really appreciate you.
Oh, thank you.
Hello, dear. How are you?
Good.
Good. What's your name?
Julie Ekunwe.
Julie Ekunwe. I see you're out here having fun with the other people too.
Yeah, we're celebrating the Nurses Week.
Nurses Week and Happy
And
Mother's Day too.
thank you. Same to you, my dear.
Wow.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are here.
So, you're a nurse. How long have you been a nurse?
I've been a nurse for 30 something years.
30 something years. Have you ever experienced burnout?
Yes, several times. I'm a mental health, so
Oh,
I'm a
wow.
mental health nurse, so burnout is regular.
Regular. Wow. So, how do you take charge for you?
Um, Taking break.
Taking
We
break?
have a mental health break, which is 15 minutes. I you need someone need to take that.
Yeah.
When you are burnout, you easily can burn out like that. Then take yourself out, 15 minutes, refresh and come back. I take vacation, I rest time. When I get home,
Yeah.
I take rest.
Okay. So, what advice will you give to a young nurse?
A young one is to always put yourself first.
Put yourself first.
Put yourself first because the nursing is very um demanding and one has to kind of remember about themselves to treat themselves okay. Because if you are not okay, how will you take care of somebody?
Wow.
So, um, taking care of oneself is very, very important. Because if you get tired, you can't help somebody.
Yeah. That sounds like what they tell you on the plane. If the cabin pressure is low, put the mask on yourself
Just
first
first.
before you can
That's
put
it.
that on your child. So take care of you before you can take
Before
care
you
of
can.
someone else. That's very good. Thank you so much for your time, okay?
You're welcome. Thank you
Thank you.
for all you do.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you. You
All
have
right.
a good night.
Hello.
Hi,
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. Awesome. What's your name?
Adefunke Fabayo.
Adefunke. Adefunke. You're here. It looks like you're out here partying, right?
Oh yes, we're
Wow.
celebrating Nurses Week
Nurses Week and even Mother's Day. Happy
Ep-
Mother's Day
Thank
in
you.
advance. Good, good, good.
Tomorrow.
So, are you a nurse?
Yes, I'm a registered nurse.
Registered nurse. Okay. So, have you ever experienced burnout?
All the time, all the time. It's common.
It's common.
It's like you can't get away from
Wow. So,
feeling
what is burnout for you?
burnout is when you're working without breaks, you're overwhelmed, you feel like the management don't appreciate you, and the patient sometimes they don't, or the patient will, and the family probably don't get what you do. So it's kind of challenging
So many
sometimes.
ways. Yeah. So, how do you take charge?
Ooh, I take breaks.
Take breaks.
I take breaks. I don't overdo things like work overtime.
Mhm.
I avoid that because stress is just overwhelming.
Overwhelming. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
I
Thank you.
appreciate you.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Hello. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. 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 What's your name?
My name is Omosefe, Uwaifo Omorogbe.
Wow. Wow. You're a nurse too, right?
Yes, I'm a registered nurse.
Awesome. How long have you been a nurse?
I've been a nurse for a decade since 2016. 10, 10 years in the field
That's
of
good.
being a registered nurse, but I've been in the medical field about 19 years altogether.
19 years.
Yes,
Amazing.
yes.
That's good. So,
Thank
have you
you.
ever experienced burnout?
I wouldn't say a burnout per se. I'll say something maybe like a sign and a symptom of of burnout. Not quite.
So, you know how they say it's really subtle?
Yes.
Sometimes people don't have a name to it,
Yes.
but they've experienced it in such a way that they're overwhelmed, they get scared going to work,
Yes.
or even so overwhelmed that they're like, you know what, do I have to do this again today? Have you ever experienced any of those?
Yes. I've had a couple of times where I feel like I'm really tired, but I go in, and the reasons I go in will be like that is the last shift for the week. That is my last shift for the week. So even if I'm tired, I just go in and just want to close out the week strong.
That's good. That's good.
Yes.
All right, that's good. So, how do you take charge though? When you feel that overwhelmed, how do you take charge?
I have I take charge by calling out, and I've actually done that quite honestly this year 2016. There was a day I was really tired, and I just couldn't really explain why I was just really tired. I was checking my blood pressure. It was within range, but I didn't feel like I was fit enough to go in, hit the ground and running. So on that day I called out. I called out and I just when it was I went to bed early, so that's one of the ways that I take charge. I take charge by getting extra sleep.
That's good. So, what will your advice be for the younger nurses on how to prevent burnout?
For the younger nurses, I would advise them to pay attention to themselves, pay attention to how you react when you are tired. For myself, when I'm tired, I get really, really irritable. My family know, and I know. And when you get that way, you don't want to be in the clinical setting, honestly. So understand how you react when you're tired, and do not keep pushing when you're tired. when you're tired, just sit back and rest. Um, you can call out as long as you're not doing it so very often and frequently. You can call out, and if you have to just sit and get extra rest, do that. So first of all, pay attention to how you react when you're exhausted, because people react differently when they're exhausted.
Some people say I've never experienced burnout, but they tell you that they're overwhelmed, they're exhausted,
Yes.
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess some people just don't have a name to it, though.
Yes, I'm probably one of those. I'm probably one of those that don't really have a name for it, but I've had some experiences where when I look back, I'm like, yes, I have really stretched beyond my limits on that day, and that was why I reacted a certain way.
But one thing you just said? You just said you know how to take charge. That is the bottom line. So you know how to take care of yourself when you cannot go anymore. Some people don't know.
Yeah.
And then it drains them that they get to the extreme of it and they mess up their self, mess up their career,
Yes.
and even get in trouble
Yes.
by not doing the right thing for their patients.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for
You're
sharing
welcome.
your important information with me.
You're
And
welcome.
thank you for organizing this.
Oh, you're welcome. You're
Yes.
very welcome.
Thank you so much.
Nursing for me is more than a profession. Quite honestly, nursing, the heart of nursing is caring, and it has to come from the heart.
Yes.
You have to have the heart of caring,
Yes.
of loving, of showing empathy, of being there for people that are in their most vulnerable state.
Yes.
And that is what I love doing. I love to be able to help. I love to be able to assist, and that is why I'm in nursing.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Happy Nurses Week.
Happy Nurses Week.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Chichi. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate you as well, being our able president of NNAG, speaking today, May 9, 2026. Just rounded up the dinner celebration for the NNAG members. We want to really thank you for putting out the work and the information of burnout. I've listened to more than 50 series of those, and it's been very, really helpful to me hearing from other counterparts, the people that I would call legends. I've been in the nursing profession for like 10 years, I would say, for registered nurse. I've listened to people that you interviewed and they've been in the nursing profession for more than 20 and 30 years, have their doctorate. So I've been able to get some vital information from those interviews. So thank you very much for putting out this information for us. It's truly helping people like me. So thank you, Dr.
Thank
Chichi.
you so much. It
You're
makes
welcome.
me feel good to know that whatever I'm doing is helping other nurses
Yes.
to know how to take charge. I really
Yes.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have a nice day, okay?
Thank you. You too.
All right. Enjoy yourself.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
All right.
So let's reflect a little bit. One thing that stood out for me from the conversation is this: burnout does not happen overnight. It doesn't. It's really subtle. It builds slowly through stress, overcommitment, lack of rest, emotional exhaustion, and constantly pouring into others without refilling yourself. That is why taking charge is so important. Taking charge means recognizing the signs before you break down, protecting your peace, setting healthy boundaries, prioritizing rest without guilt, asking for help when needed, and investing in your growth. And also remembering that your value is not only in what you do for others. As nurses, we care deeply for everyone else, but sometimes we forget ourselves, or even most times we forget ourselves, right? And you cannot pour from an empty cup. No way. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So when nurses take charge, you know what happens? Families become stronger, workplaces become healthier, patient care improves, and lives are transformed. That is why conversations like this matter. I like to have a reflection time. And that reflection time is I want to tell you to take a moment and reflect about what I'm about to say now. Have you been ignoring signs of burnout? When was the last time you truly rested? Are you surviving or truly living? What does taking charge look like in your life right now? What is one thing you need to change to protect your peace? I also like to have a financial reflection time because you know why? It is very, very important because so many nurses remain stuck in the environment that is burning them out just because of financial pressure. So sometimes people will also stay in toxic environments, work excessive overtime, or ignore the help because financially they feel they have no choice. That is why taking charge also means taking charge financially. Financial wellness, I must tell you, is part of overall wellness. So when you begin to plan intentionally, reduce unnecessary financial stress, build multiple streams of income, prepare for retirement, and create financial clarity, you know what happens? You begin to give yourself option, and options create freedom. Freedom is rest. Freedom is growth. Freedom to say no to environment that destroys your peace. So today, I want you to reflect on this question. Are you listening? I want you to reflect on this question. Am I only surviving financially, or am I building a future with intention? Just think about this. Because burnout recovery is not only emotional and physical, it's also financial. So if this episode encouraged you, inspired you, or reminded you that you are not alone, I want you to do 3 things right now. Subscribe to the channel, share this episode with another nurse or healthcare professionals, drop a comment below and tell us what does taking charge mean to you. This is about healing, growth, purpose, and breakthrough. So to every nurse listening today, thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for your compassion. Thank you for continuing to show up even on difficult days. And remember, you deserve peace. You deserve joy. You deserve rest. Rest. You deserve rest. And you deserve a life beyond survival. Until next time, just pause, heal, reset, and rise. This is Take Charge with Dr. Chichi.
All the nurses lie shining, a constant beacon in the gray. You give your strength and your compassion every single day. You are more than just a title. You're the heartbeat of the ward. For the care and sacrifice, you deserve the world's reward. Oh, see you there.
Charge with Dr. Chichi is a brand of Sparkling Star Development Strategies LLC. The information provided is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial, legal, or medical advice. Financial services are offered independently by Dr. Chichi in accordance with applicable licensing and regulatory standards. Thank you for watching.